The name Zeus is linked to Deus. It means the sky or the bright sky of the day. The word for father, ancient word from Sanskrit, is Pita or Pater. And so they called him the father of the skies, or the father of heaven in Greek, or the Zeus Pater. Zeus Pater, from that you get Jupiter. And there in the German pantheon of gods, they had a god called Tu, who was linked to Zeus. We get Tuesday from him. So Zeus was the Greek god of thunder, wind, clouds, rains, lord of the mountaintops. His chief weapon was the thunderbolt, pictures of him, statues of him throwing this thunderbolt, very much like Baal, actually. Paul quoted from a hymn to Zeus in Acts when he's talking to Athens and he's trying to relate to them. And he says, it's as your poet said, we are his children. That's from a hymn to Zeus, but Paul is saying that's just a shadow of the true God. Zeus wasn't single, he was married to Hera, but their marriage needed a lot of work. They had a lot of problems due to his continual cheating, continual love affairs with goddesses and women, during which he often assumed animal form to seduce them, became a swan, had an affair, became a bull, had an affair, actually seduced a woman named Europa, from which we get the word Europe. He became a horse, became a cuckoo bird. The man had problems. When your husband turns into a cuckoo bird, it's only a symptom of something deeper going on. And then Herod would also be unfaithful. I mean, there's very little you could do for this marriage. You know, you give them a book, women are from Venus, men are from Mars. Even if you gave them that book, it wouldn't have helped because Venus was the daughter of an affair that Zeus had, and Mars was the son of an affair that Hera had. So the book would just make it worse. Zeus was the he was the epitome of the unfaithful husband. And so he had many offspring accordingly: Artemis, Perseus, Athena, Hercules, Bacchus, Pan, all that from him, Mars, Vulcan. His image was all over. Statues of Zeus were all over the ancient world. If we lived in the biblical times, we'd be very much aware of this all over the place, represented as a bearded man, middle-aged man, on shrines, on mountains, in front of houses in the courtyard. We get words from Zeus. When people say by Jove, jovial is linked to Zeus. Rejuvenate is linked to Zeus. Deus, or in theos, we get the word theology. Even the Greek word for God, of course, that's used in the Bible, ultimately linked to that. Deus, French, Dieu, English, deity, divine, divinity. Even the word enthusiasm has theos and theos linked ultimately from Zeus, Father of heaven, accordingly. What does this have to do with us?
To find out how you can receive more of Jonathan's teachings, to receive special free gifts, or get in touch, go to hopeoftheworld.org or call toll-free 1-800-YESHUA-1. That's hopeoftheworld.org or call 1-800-YESHUA-1. That's 1-800-937-4821. You can also get more at Jonathan Cahn's Facebook page or write us direct at Hope of the World, Box 1111, Lodi, New Jersey 07644, USA. Hope of the World is dedicated to the goal of spreading God's Word and salvation to every land and people. We do this by spreading the Word throughout the world and sponsoring compassion projects to the most poor and needy around the earth. To get in touch or have a part in God's work, just write to Hope of the World, Box 1111, Lodi, New Jersey 07644, USA. Or go to hopeoftheworld.org or call 1-800-YESHUA-1. That's 1-800-937-4821.